All right, what are we looking at here? Okay, let me just... oh, I already had it ready. No need to look for it. Hey guys, welcome to twitch.tv/lpikachon. Or if you're watching it later on YouTube, welcome to Lopez Family Variety Channel. Um, Today, we're gonna take it easy, play some Gems of War, and see how many mana surges we get. Uh, Probably gonna get anywhere from 5 to 1,000. You guys are gonna have to let me know if the sound effects are too loud. I want you guys to be able to hear that mana surge, but if like all of the like clicking and stuff is too loud, let me know. Whoa, they changed this up. Haha. Oh, great. I love how the protagonist is like, okay. It's a violation of the 180-degree rule. Okay, I did not know that now they're doing comics like this, as opposed to just like little text boxes. This is cool. It's weird. They didn't have to flip the protagonist because this guy hasn't actually moved. He's supposed to be in the same spot, although again, I guess this is like a 180-degree flip, which is a big no-no, okay? Unless you show the movement.
Mana Surge.
That's right, Saint JW. It's time for Mana Surge. I appreciate the sub. Thank you very much. Yes, so let's continue.
Beware.
Again, let me know if the sound effects are too loud. Hey, Malone. Okay. So if you'll recall, I'm running my Sacred Cow deck. Or army. I keep calling them decks because these things are basically cards. So I'm gonna sacrifice my cow just to give everybody a bonus. And then what we mostly want is to have the spider go off. But feeding this guy is not a bad idea. Oh, Likeness wants to talk about the RPG project I'm working on. Yeah, so a little while ago I was contacted by Tim Gonzalez, who is like the Pirate Gonzalez guy. And he wanted me to sort of create basically a small setting or create a small setting document for the Beacon RPG, which is on Kickstarter right now. You can go over there and pledge to that. Please do. It is yeah, so it's not going, like, I'm not supposed to even start working on it until next year. So it's not gonna come out right away. It's not like you're gonna like pay for the Kickstarter and then like immediately get this additional setting thing that I'm working on. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm working on it right now. I am actually I should have just, well, maybe not. So we will, what exactly it is, I can't talk about yet, like what the setting's gonna be like. Oh shoot. Can't really talk about it yet because I'm still working on it. But when I can say something, I'll say something. Probably on the lead up to actually to actually releasing it.
Mana surge.
So yeah, that's the... When matched, giant gems will give you an extra 5 mana and explode. That's new too.
Mana surge.
Let's do... Well. Let's summon a Hellspawn. And then what else? Purplies. So yeah, I'm excited about it. I think it's gonna be fun. Like I said, I've already started the process of sort of outlining and thinking about what the main themes of the setting are gonna be.
Surge.
But it's still a long way to completion. Basically, you should not expect to see anything more about it in like a couple years. Well, the game might have changed, but the mana surge remains. Yes, the mana surge. I'm glad they didn't take that out, because I would hate for you guys to be disappointed about the lack of mana surge. Is there anything brown or green I can make? I'm not seeing it. Sakarat says the main game is kind of a Final Fantasy / Lancer game, right? Yeah, I guess we can talk about a little bit about the game. So, the main game is sort of mechanically, and I haven't done like a thorough reading of it, but it is very mechanically based on Lancer. So you basically, if you think about it from a D&D standpoint, you have classes. So imagine if every class is just 3 levels, and you're obviously expected to multi-class, right? So you take 3 levels of Ranger, you get all the Ranger abilities and weapons, and then you take your next 3 levels in Wizard, and it's all pretty compatible. As opposed to in D&D, where like if you do that, then you're screwed because your stats don't line up, right? But it's got a lot more going on than that. It's like kind of it adds sort of this timing element to things where if you're in a fight, every turn goes through these phases. So like an attack phase, or not an attack phase, but like, yeah, it's like simple action phase, then like quick attacks, then like magic missiles, and then like big attacks at the end. So one of the things that, you know, is kind of thrown in is like, well, you can attack and get in an attack early in the round and maybe be able to take out an enemy who hasn't attacked yet, or you can wait until the end and possibly take an attack from that enemy, or likely take an attack from that enemy, but if you wait till the end, you'll get to make a bigger attack, and then you'll, you know, smash it for sure. So it's got different stuff, right? Lancer doesn't have that. But yeah, it's cool. It's crystals factor into it very strongly. And also, what else?
Mana surge.
So yeah, so there's stuff in it. You know, there's like limit breaks, for example. There's like, what else?
Mana surge.
You know, weaponry, like your actual weaponry is handled kind of like Lancer. Like if you're a Ranger, then you get, like, And Ranger isn't necessarily one of the archetypes, but let's say that you get a Ranger, so you get like Ranger weapons as part of your thing, just like in Lancer, you get the ability to print like new weapons with new licenses. Let's see. Let's see. The main game is kind of final. Yep. Can we speculate at least? There will be rabbits, and they're tall, tallest even. Probably not. Since I'm very much writing this for someone else, I am very much not going to make references to my own work so that it doesn't get tied up in any sort of like legal issues. So most of the stuff that you'll see here will not, like, there's not going to be references to critical hit characters or to tallest rabbit characters. Likeness is too tired to focus on derailing, so I guess we get a break today, but that's cool. I'm glad you're here, Lagnus. Malone says, I found out yesterday a writing piece by me is going to be published officially. It'll be my first, so yeah, congratulations. That's always nice. Lagnus says, remember us when you're rich and famous. Yes. Let's summon a hellspawn. And then let's eat that hellspawn. Right? Okay, now let's eat that hellspawn, I think. Wow.
Mana Surge.
Mana Surge. Yum, 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 yum. Okay, let's, the shortest bunny. No, I don't like the drunkest raccoon.
Mana Surge.
Sweet.
Mana Surge.
Let's oh, good. Yeah. So yeah, the game itself is lots of fun. You can pick up you can start reading it now. You can pick up the playtest at Pirate Gonzalez's itch.io page. Hey, Sakura, thank you for the subscription. Thank you for the Prime subs. Delicious. Give me your Prime subs. So yeah, you can look at the game right now. You don't have to wait for it. Chances are when the game comes out, it'll be a slightly different version. But this game has been play tested and developed for a while now, and it's been sort of in open development for some time. So if you want to get in on it, go to their Kickstarter page, and I'm pretty sure they have a link to their Discord. I guess I want to use these little spider ability first. Yeah, get on their Discord and start playing, start talking to people about the game. Even if you can't get a game going right now, it's fun to talk to people about a game. So yeah, it'll be good times. Yep, there's a link on the Kickstarter. Yep. Malone says, I'm stoked because that magazine has been around since the early 80s and it's like a genre classic. Well, good for you. I'm real glad to hear that. I was very lucky to have some of my poems published when I was in high school, and that was like the first time that I've been published, and it feels good. You know, it's like it, um, yeah, you know, it's like here's something I wrote that somebody said this is good enough to put on in print. Let's run it. So yeah, definitely congratulations. Good job. Alagna says, let me know when it's out. I need to see if I can find it. Okay. Why don't you definitely want that.
Surge.
Let's eat these baby spiders. Yum, yum, yum. Let me eat the spiders. Yep, usually ends up getting hit in the face. Here. Let's make a hell spawn. These guys have a really annoying ability that every time I cast a spell, they get 1 armor. So they're basically healing every time I get a spell. And a spell is just the troop's ability. But I'm doing pretty well right now. I'm not worried about it.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
Haha. Killed that guy with poison. Baby spider poison. Boopity boopity boop. What's that guy keep? Recover 1 life at the start of each turn. Oh, nice. That's almost like not being poisoned at all. Let's see. Guess we'll do that. There we go. Malone says it's kind of like the equivalent for Finnish sci-fi writers getting stuff in heavy metal, I guess. Yeah, wow, that's great. Good for you. Good for you. Okay, now I'm upset. Oof. Okay, definitely need to change some abilities here. Should give me an extra turn, which is what I need to keep my beast alive. Beast needs spiders.
Critical hit.
That's the really annoying thing about the beast, is that very often you give enemies just another chance to hit you in the face just because it creates more skulls. But then after a while, you get some skulls and you can hit them in the face. That is bad. What am I looking at here? Get out of here. The dagger, I have it. Dagger? Yes, the book made it sound larger. I thought it was a sword. Oh, I see. This is a weapon that must slay the Naga King. Good. Gems of War protagonist. And then I will share my reward with you. Okay. That's very nice of you. Thank you. Lagna says, I'm going to lurk and enjoy the mana surges. Listen to Rodrigo's soothing voice talking about skulls and hitting people in the face. Yes. Definitely, you need skulls to hit people in the face. Now that you know my purpose, I can explain what comes next. What's that? The Naga King. He moves around. We must find him. How? The Lamia. They know everything. Let us ask them. Okay. Okay. Let's fight the Lamia. Hiss. Yeah, looks good. Let's just keep on with this. Let me see. Oh, this is good. It's a good place to start. What we want is gold. So, let's start off by getting as much gold as possible. Or yellow. I don't know. I don't know what it's called. Oh, that's my own fault. Let's see. Just straight up brawling.
Mana surge.
This cow is gonna come right on time. After we punch this guy. Activate cow. Okay. Now what we want is we want to feed the spider and the tome. If possible. Let's see. Yep. I don't have any red troops, so even though that seems like kind of a waste, you don't ever want to, like, you get an extra turn whenever you match more than 3. So, by matching those 4, I get a little bit of a point bonus. Also, the giant spider has an ability that cares about, gain 1 life on 4 or 5 gem matches. So, pretty powerful. Ugh, my beast is on its last leg. Let's see. Not seeing anything too useful, so let's do gold since we don't have any gold stuff anyway.
Mana surge.
What else? Bang! Okay, it's at 1 life, so if I can deal like 1 more damage to it, then it'll be out. Go with this. Okay, so now as oh, okay, that was close. Now I can actually just transform or devour the baby spiders, and that'll make my beast bigger, and then it'll be out of the danger zone. Noxalas. Search for more Lamia. We have not done. We're supposed to ask them questions. What am I murdering them? Oh, that's the Lamia. Let's go. Waka, 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 waka. All right. Gold first.
surge. Mana surge.
Yeah. Before, so they have those like exploding gems now. I think what they used to have was like literally the opposite. It was like gems that were like harder to explode. And I think I think people were like, we hate these.
Mana surge.
Sinjadolia says, I think Mist of Scales is where I'm stuck on this. Oh, really? Yeah, Mist of Scales is... That's where we are right now. Malone says, only game of this type familiar to me is Puzzle Quest for DS, so I kind of get what's going on. Yeah, it's a match 3, like, fighting type thing. It's weird. But yeah, it's like Puzzle Quest, or like, I think Marvel has a game that's like this too. I just don't remember what it's called. Then we make the spiders. Is there anything? Yeah, this should be good. Then we eat the spiders, unless there's something better around. Nope. Eat the baby spiders. Make the beast bigger. Calm down. Let's see. That's fine. Unearth secrets.
I call on the shadow flame.
That's okay. Give myself an extra turn there. Put a death mark on the enemy, which means they could die any moment, but I'm just gonna go ahead and kill them anyway. Let's see. The good thing about summoning that, being able to summon that hell spawn, is that it gives me a guy that cares about gold. So then when I'm matching golden ones, it doesn't feel like it goes to waste. Which again, you know, we get a little bit of money and we get a little bit of like, if we match 4 gold, we still get an extra turn, and we still get stuff. You can see here like the rewards that we've gotten so far. It's not very much. You actually like, most of your rewards come from like showing up and from like passive income. Playing games actually doesn't give you very many rewards. Where's my water mastery at? I guess I'll get my water mastery to 10, and then I'll build up the other stuff. Ooh, the Kopesh of Misery. Let me get my reward. My reward is this conversation. Lamia and Warlocks traveling together. Strange. It seems the Naga King is meeting a delegation from Karakoth. Oh. They will be heading to his palace. Palace? Yes, let me explain to you what a palace is. I see. Yay. I have a cunning plan. What's that? The ambassadors. We must attack them. Why? Then we can replace them and get close to the Naga King. Okay. I'm just gonna believe you that that's the right thing to do.
There is no escape.
Hey, demon. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. We're playing Gems of War. It's a fun little match 3 game with only excellent dialogue and sound effects. Let's see. Is there some... Yep. Red one.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
Wow, nice. Okay, let's pop the skulls. Trying to get my cow online. Demon says, I love my Gems of War. Oh, good. Yeah, Gems of War is fun. I hope you're okay with watching me be very slow at this. I've watched people who play Gems of War all the time, and they're just like click, 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 click. They're just making stuff all the time, and I'm have to sit here like, But it's cool. I'm level 1,418. Okay, I'm level like 50 something. So you tell me things about Gems of War. Wow, that is not in any way what I wanted to do. Why did I do that? Let's see. I want my cow. Okay, I'm just gonna eat the cow. It's a little bit better when you get the cow to go off and you sacrifice the cow and everybody gets a bonus, but feeding the cow directly to the beast pumps up the beast like normal, so it's fine. I find out that this type of simple match these fit me, but I'm terrible at plan a combo like Puyo Puyo where you're just erasing stuff quickly is useless. Okay. Yeah, here you're trying to build up mana, so big combos are good, but small stuff still like pushes you forward. Demon says starting off is hard in this game. It is. Like, it's very slow going. I don't think I've spent any money. I had already started this on console, and then when I started doing this in my PC, I just decided not to. Like, I decided to start over. But yeah, it takes a long time, and if you're not spending money, it takes even longer. So yeah, if you like a relaxed match 3, I know that there's like monsters and effects happening, but you can play this game at your own pace. So Malone, if you like these like match 3 kind of games, definitely Gems of War is good. You know, it's a sort of, you know, it's got a gacha aspect, and the most rewards you get without spending money are by showing up every day, and so like your rewards get bigger and bigger and bigger the more you show up. I was showing up every day there for a while when I got back into it, but then I stopped playing for a long time, so you know, I basically restarted my reward tier, so they're gonna be small until they build up. You can't transfer saves from console to PC. Okay, so it was impossible anyway, so it doesn't matter. Yes, please. No, I wanted to do that. Okay. Now we're gonna eat this hell spawn. It's delicious hell spawn, which is very nutritious for the beast. Nice. It's very rare that we actually get an auto attack off of that. Usually we just give attacks to the enemy. Okay. Things are about to get serious here. So this beast is ready to go. Let's see. Purple. I guess we'll go with red.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
Bonk. Well, that's a lot of incoming damage. Yes. Give me brown gems so that I can feed the beast. My PC had update problems today. Gladly it sorted itself out. Oh, that's good. Yeah, there was a new... I mean, I don't know if you're on Windows 10, but there was some sort of update. And I always worry that it's going to mess up my streaming setup. Like, that's number one reason why I haven't switched to Windows 11, even though the computer keeps yelling at me to do it, is because I'm worried that it's just gonna break my very arcane setup for streaming. Because I know that something somewhere is going to break if I change to Windows 11, so I just I haven't done it. Yum Yum Beast. Ooh, nice. And we get an extra turn of mayhem. Demon says my laptop is available to go to Windows 11. Yeah, don't do it. I think that we should wait a while to go to Windows 11 until they work out all the kinks. But yeah, my computer is always like, hey, you know what you could do? You could go to Windows 11, and I'm like, no, don't do that. Please don't. Stop asking me. It worries me when you're so insistent, computer. I don't think there's a way for me to get through. There you go. Noxalis. Ambush the delegation from Karakoth and take their place. Now I have to defeat the ambassadors.
Dark spirits.
How dare you? I like how the ambassadors are also themselves like evil warlocks. It's like, I guess it makes sense because it's a place ruled by evil warlocks, but still. You'd think that the ambassadors would just be normal diplomats. Boop.
Mana surge.
Give me golden mana. Or whatever it's called, magic.
Mana surge.
Malone says, my old desktop I still use for drawing and audio recording runs Windows 7. That's cool. Don't let anybody update you if you don't want to be updated. Activate cow? No, not yet. Now activate cow. Okay, see, this is how it's supposed to work.
They call the shadow flame.
I power up my cow, and that powers up everybody, so everybody's a little bit more survivable. Oh no. This means that, like, it could just drop dead. Okay, it cleared it. Those little sights mean that it can just drop dead during any turn. But once it's clear, you don't have to worry about it. I should probably like pay attention to what these guys like powers and abilities are, but I'm too focused on just like getting my own stuff to work.
They call the shadow flame.
Boop.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
That's not good. Okay. Wait. Okay.
Wooby wooby.
Let's just eat the Hellspawn to replenish my beast powers. So what else is new? What's everybody watching? I watched a little bit of Rings of Power. I liked it a lot. I liked it a lot more than I was expecting. I was expecting to not like it at all. Um, but you know, it feels like they've done a good job of making it sort of feel like the Lord of the Rings Peter Jackson movies. So it does feel like continuous to that. So that's nice. Um, but also it's different actors, and that's okay. Obviously, like you can't do like a young Galadriel with what's her name? You know, the actress from Lord of the Rings. Like, obviously, time doesn't move in that direction. And the lady that they have playing Galadriel does a good job. I want to pop this, but it won't do me any good. Ow. Okay. I was probably wrong about that because it blows up the gems around it. I bet I could have used it anyway. I mean, I did end up using it. There are like literally no moons on the board. Except for 1, 2. So we'll do yellow.
Mana surge.
Now, this is just... I hate it when that happens because it just opens up the... Like, it just gives a free turn to the opponent. I guess it would be smarter for me to sometimes just not activate an ability. You know. Damage on the board. Oh, I hate this. Sometimes, like, when they die, they have a chance of summoning a critter. That's okay. We can get that critter, too. Let me just eat these baby spiders. Power up. Power up my beast muscles. Beast muscles! Malone says, I've been watching a couple of comedy animes and ILM documentary on Disney+. Kind of been burned out on drama shows after Sandman, I guess. That's fair. You like Sandman? I liked it well enough, but I don't really have an attachment to the comic book Sandman. My wife is very attached to the comic book, and she did not like it. So, mostly she doesn't like that. She doesn't like the way that Morpheus is portrayed. Like, she thinks he should be scarier and like look less like a guy. Not as opposed to a girl. I mean, as opposed to like a dark god of nightmares. Let's see. Ha! You make a fine warlock, my friend. Thanks. The Naga will never see this coming. I hope not. We're almost done then. We will celebrate our wealth. We'll see. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Let me see if I can... Oops, I didn't mean to hit continue. It's not much of a palace. No. Still, the Naga are not like us. Are you ready? I am. Then let us enter. You go first. Okay. Oh, Gems of War protagonist. Let me collect some tribute. And then let me open some chests. Let's open 240 chests. I guess we can only open 200 in one go. Let's see what we got. Oh, this is new. Little Bambi. Creates gems and enchants an ally. Let's see all of these. Was that the only new one? Oh, a festival cow. Ooh, 2 festival cows. That's good, because this allows us to upgrade festival cows' rarity. I might still not have enough, but the more festival cows I get, the better. Nothing else obvious. Oh, another 2 more Tomes of Evil. That's good too. We can upgrade Tome of Evil as well. And then some trade stones, some glory, gold, souls, and gems. So let's open the last 40. Mecha Rat is cute. Dire Wolf, Dragon Eggs, Hyena. I used to have a Hyena in this, in that troop, or in that. What is it called? I don't know what a like that war band or whatever. I keep wanting to say deck. I think I might just keep saying deck. But anyway, I had a Hyena in it. But the problem with the Hyena is that it needs to kill an enemy in order to summon a Hyena, but it summons 3 Hyenas. So I had definitely been in situations where they had killed everything except the Hyena, and I got off a shot with it, and it like basically refilled my party with 2 or 3 more Hyenas. So that's fun when it happens, but it's rare. Usually what happens is the Hyena's ready to go, nothing's close enough to death, so I just sit on the Hyena forever, trying to get it to fire at a point where it'll do that. So I ended up swapping it out. It's probably good in a different deck, but yeah, once I started getting Tomes of Evil, it was over for the Hyena. Ooh, Arcane Death Trait Stone. Rowan. What is an Earth Dreamer? Is your attack and life to the first ally boosted by elementals, elves, and green allies. That's pretty good. It's pretty open. Owl Rider. Okay. Let's open 17 gem chests. Let's see. So silly and easy to watch stuff for now. Also, Cyberpunk has been taking a lot of time too. Oh, you got back into Cyberpunk. They just premiered that Cyberpunk Edge Runners show on Netflix. I want to get into it, but I straight up. I had time to sort of watch one episode today. And it's cool. I mean, it looks really good, but yeah, I'm just like, I haven't gotten a chance to watch it. St. Joe says NFL season has just started, so have been watching wall-to-wall games and stuff on Game Pass. That's cool. Malone Haskell says it was better than I expected. I'm also not a super fan, but read about halfway through the comic. Okay. Knight Coronet. A lot of these guys might be new because they're like high rarity. So yeah. So let's see what all these new guys are. Lamash 2. Convert yellow to purple. Deal 4 damage to the weakest enemy. That's not bad. Steal 2 attack from an enemy and transform all blue gems to purple to boost the effect. 3-1. That's cool. Ooh, that's good. Draconian Sage. Give 2 magic to an ally and mana equal to half their mana cost. Oh, okay. If they are a dragon, barrier and enchant them. Cool. Remove all purple gems. Deal 3 damage to the first enemy boosted by gems removed. Then deal the same to the last enemy. Mosasaur. Deal 7 damage to an enemy. 50% chance to devour if the enemy is submerged. That's very specific. But some enemies do use submerge, so. Ograk Shaman. Drain up to 12 mana from an enemy. Create brown gems equal to the mana drained. That's not bad. Rock Spirit. Destroy a row and column. Deal 6 scatter damage boosted by brown gems destroyed. Sylph. Deal scatter damage equal to my attack, boosted by brown enemies. This is strong. Once that key off of their attack, because there are cards that will really boost your attack very by a lot. So this is something. Also, I don't know if you guys noticed, but they all have a little flavor text, and hers is she's a little sylph obsessed. Most of the flavor texts are puns or references. Some giants just want to watch the world burn. Okay, and then some trait stones and ingots. So that's good. Let's open glory chests. Tinseltail. Give all allies 4 magic with a 50% chance for each of the following. Deal 3 damage to all enemies. Explode 8 random gems. Give all allies 3 life. So all these like purple numbers, those numbers are variable and they're based on its magic. So if I increase its magic trait, which is this little crystal ball looking thing here, if I increase its magic, these will increase as well. Birchthorn. Deal 6 damage to an enemy. If they are a boss, deal 3 times to 5 times damage based on my ascensions. If the enemy dies, entangle all enemies. Their ascensions is basically, all cards have a rarity, so this color means this is like rare or like super rare. I don't remember. So if you go through the process of increasing the rarity of a card you have, that's what their ascensions are, I believe. Oh. Shale. Bigger, bolder, better. Get it? Convert a mana gem into an elemental star. Ooh. Nice. Valiant Pyrea. Feeling hot, hot, hot. Deal 6 damage to an enemy. If they're a boss, deal 3 times to 5 times damage based on my ascensions. Gain 2 magic for each elemental star on the board. Some elemental star based play, I guess. Volthrinax. Explode a gem. Deal 3 damage to all enemies boosted by yellow gems destroyed. That's okay. Dragonian Rogue. Destroy gems in an X shape. Deal 3 damage to the last enemy boosted by purple gems destroyed. It's okay. Stone Viper. Create 5 yellow gems. Then convert all yellow gems to brown. Okay. That's cool. Urska Wanderer. It's a little polar bear guy. He puts the bear in Berserker. Deal 3 damage to an enemy boosted by the enemy's attack. Freeze the enemy. And then, another hell spawn. Actually, like, increasing the power of hell spawns, even though they're summoned, will, increasing the hell spawns in my collection will actually help the summoned hell spawn. So, that's actually good to get that. Bat Swarm, I think this is the one that, yeah. So, there's 3 cards that are kind of in this, like, loop. It's this one, Nosferatu, and then a wolf card. So, like, I think they both... I don't remember what direction it all goes. But, yeah, basically it's a vampire that can turn into, like, a bat swarm or a wolf or whatever. Book of Secrets. Summon a random demon or cause a random status effect on all enemies or allies. Or deal 4 damage to the first enemy. Yeah, that's too chaotic for my purposes usually. I think that was all the chests there were to open. Malone says, I'm rarely into a long series which changes artists midway. 1 or 2 people's visions is always more interesting to me than any company book. No matter if it's flawed, at least it's not compromised. Guess that's why nowadays it's short runs or one-shot comics to me and manga. Yeah, that's how I am too. I don't know if you listen to the Major Spoilers podcast, but I read like number 1 issues, like new number 1 issues, or Like, and I basically have been avoiding the big two for a long time. Not that I never ever read like X-Men or Avengers or whatever. I'll pick that up sometimes, but I'm just I'm not interested in getting into a storyline that might not finish or whatever. Okay. Let's let's take a quick break while I eat a banana. Uh, uh,
Banana break.
banana break. Thank you, Horse Spawn Mine. I appreciate it. I'll be right back. Potassium. Here we go. All right. Sorry about that. Also, expect me to have what? Expect me to have to like take a break too if my dog wakes up because he's just over there sleeping. He's an old dog, so when he gets up and he's ready to go to the bathroom, we gotta take him to the bathroom, or he's gonna go to the bathroom. You know what I mean? Let's see. Can I? I guess not. What's this gnome vault? Defeat Cedric Sparkle Sack and claim the riches within. What level are my critters? $17-ish. That's not bad. What's like the lowest level one? 17, 15. Looks like the spider. Let's see if we can upgrade the spider. Yeah, we can afford 17. Let's go. Yay. Yeah, I guess the problem with this troop, right, where like the spider summons the spiderlings and the Tome of Evil summons the hell spawn, is that I also have to level up the spiderlings on the hell spawn. That's something that I don't think about very often, but I kind of need to. Where am I looking at? D, E, F, F, G. Hell spawn. What level is it? 13 is not bad. Oh, but I can level up other stuff. Oh, I can unlock its final trait. Can I do that with any of the ones in the main party? Nope. 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 Oh, wait, maybe. Yeah. Gain bonus purple mana from purple gem matches. Yeah, let's do it. Yes. All right. It's nice to get all of the traits unlocked on a troop. So, trait number 1, all enemies lose 2 random skill points. I think this is at the beginning of the fight. Demonic Pact, 25% chance to summon an ancient horror on death. This almost never happens. Magic Link, gain bonus purple mana from purple gem matches. That's great. That's like uniformly helpful. Now let me see. I bet that probably took up the same thing as the Hell Spawn. Oh, upgrade. Now I can still unlock its traits. Can level up to 15. Let me see where the little spiderlings are like, because I don't want to... I also wanted those guys to not be mega weak. Spider Swarm. Level 16, that's not bad. Still need a big magic red one. Poison enemies when doing skull damage. They rarely ever use that one. I guess it can happen. But they're immune to web and poison, which is very helpful. Alright. Let's go level up the Hellspawn. Hellspawn. Level 15. And then we'll unlock. Gain 4 life when an enemy dies. That's good. That's a good trait. By the way, I totally ate that banana. I wasn't making it up. A banana was consumed, okay? I don't like this. All of these rumors going around that eating fruit is a weakness of mine and will make me disintegrate into a puddle. Those are lies. I can eat fruit just fine. I can eat fruit and other human foods without any problems. It's always really tempting because you see all these like plus signs and up arrows, but I'm trying to save. Again, as Demon pointed out, resources are slow to come by, so I want to keep them for the troops in the, or for the units in the troops that I'm actually using with some frequency, right? So I'm trying to get those leveled up first. Okay. Whoa, what a deal! I think at some point I probably will spend money on... That's not the one I wanted. Where was I? Mist of Scales. At some point I will spend money on Gems of War. I have played it for a long time and it is fun, so I just have to figure out how much money I want to spend on it and what exactly I want to get, because it had like there's like tons of stuff you can spend money on.
There is no escape.
Imposters. Yeah, let's go. Beast Burger 2. I see some damage and I see some 5 ofs. Wow.
Mana Surge.
This is a good opening setup for me. And then some damage? Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna try and start the ball rolling by just eating the cow. That's gonna give me an attack boost, so hopefully that'll carry on into the fight. And, you know, like the earlier you get that damage boost, the more you're gonna have it when you use it, right? But if that makes any sense. Let's see. Ow. Let's summon a Hellspawn. Stop it. Yes. Let us get power to eating that Hellspawn. Okay. There's a lot of sort of skulls around, so let's see if we can get some free damage out of this. Nope. Just opened myself up to attack as usual.
Mana surge.
Proof of banana. Horseman Mind says, yeah, Rodrigo, you've chosen one of the main fruits that leaves evidence you have to provide if you're going to make these claims. That's right. I was very careful about that. That's why I've only been eating apples and bananas, because apples leave cores and bananas leave hilarious banana peels for people to slip on.
Mana surge.
Definitely, as a kid who watched a lot of cartoons, I always thought that accidentally slipping on banana peels was like a bigger aspect of life. Like, I was like, oh, as an adult, I'll probably be slipping on a lot of banana peels. But that's not really the case. I mean, knock on wood, I don't want to slip on a banana peel and hurt myself. But Windows Defender, thank you. But yeah, same thing with quicksand. Like, as a kid, I was like, oh, quicksand's very scary and dangerous. And I'm like, you know, quicksand only manifests in like a very small amount of places in the world. But obviously adventure, like kids' adventure stuff, like books and TV shows and magazines are always like, oh, quicksand. So I was always like, oh no, what if I come across quicksand? I need to like figure out what to do about it, right? So you're like reading up on quicksand. It's like, oh, you're supposed to like not move and call for help and stuff. And I'm like, when am I gonna encounter quicksand? Bonk. Let's see. Don't want this one. Give me spiders. Boop. Yep. All right.
They call the shadow.
No, my book. They killed my book. Oh, as usual, there are like no purple ones on the board, so let's turn all the red ones into purple ones. Just so that the lizard doesn't get them. I guess. Oh, yeah. First move, eat baby spiders. Second move, get hit in the face by the skulls I created. Just a fact of life. It's, you know, it's good that that ability gives you so much life, because like you're always gonna get hit in the face for a certain amount when you activate it. You just need to know that's gonna happen. Boop. Um, Horse One Man says, "I feel like I was always led to believe I'd be more in danger of falling off of cliffs." Right? Same thing. It's like, yeah, like you're gonna be hanging off of a cliff and be like, "Oh no." Horse One Man says, I've not actually ended up on that many cliffs, right? And if you are, it's usually by choice. It's like, oh, I'm gonna go rock climbing or whatever, right? Malone says, I always wanted to know where that came from. There has to be a thing behind banana peels. Someone very important must have slipped. We just don't know about it. I think really what it is that bananas are easy to get a hold of in the US, at least, which is, where we're seeing a lot of this. I bet you it's old. I bet you it's like an old, like, either vaudeville thing or like a minstrel thing. I bet you it's very old. Stop, go no further. I think we might get all the way through Mist of Scales today, maybe. Malone says, same as apparently lions, still instinctively avoid Maasai people by scent because they were such good hunters. Really? I did not know that. Definitely scientists have discovered... Oh, you mean like it's also a myth. But they might, because lions, like lion adults raise baby lions, right? So... there's a chance for like a kind of an oral history, and they know now, like they know for a fact that like whales tell each other stories, and they're able to be like, hey, you should do this or this. For example, there was an old whale here in the Puget Sound named Granny. And when Granny was young, she was part of this pod that got jumped in this particular area of Puget Sound. Basically, like a bunch of the like baby whales were captured to take to like zoos and aquariums, and like basically to amusement parks, right? Like SeaWorld. And so that pod avoided that area for as long as Granny lived. And then they continued to avoid it for a while, but now that like new generations have taken over, they've started going back to that place. But yeah, not only did Granny like remember the place, but she was able to instruct members who were maybe in her pod but not traveling together not to go there. So the ability of animals to like remember and pass on knowledge and do things like that, we're always like, yeah, the difference between humans and the animals is that humans tell stories. It's like animals tell stories. It's like, oh, the difference between humans and animals is that humans use tools. It's like, no, animals use tools. So there's no difference between humans and animals. Anything that's like a wide absolute doesn't, like any one thing, you're gonna find an animal that does that too. Is like humans make buildings. Well, some animals make buildings. Humans use weapons. Some animals use weapons. This is not to be like I'm not saying anything by that. I'm just saying any phrase that starts with like that says like this is what separates us from the animals. You can find an animal that does that. Like even things like revenge and stuff like that is like you can find animals that are, seem at least to be motivated by revenge in certain circumstances. Horseman says animals are amazing. Yeah, animals are amazing. They're really smart. It just gets tougher, and like the more science finds out about animals, it gets tougher and tougher to eat them or to like
Surge.
eradicate them from someplace, you know, with any sort of like, or to capture them, you know, with a clear conscience. Like, you know, it used to be that people were just like, oh yeah, let's catch a monkey, put it in a zoo. And it's like, well,
Surge.
now we know that a lot of monkey species are social and they need to be with their families, so separating a monkey from its family, just like separating a whale from its family, like, the animal might just die. Because like humans, animals form very strong bonds. Okay. I think it's Hellspawn. Oh, nope.
Mana Surge.
Now it's Hellspawn. Well, let me hit that lady in the face. Now let me get this.
Mana Surge.
Okay, now it's Hellspawn. Should I do Hellspawn or spiders? Ah, they're still damaged. Like, oh, okay, we just won. Didn't have to do the Hellspawn or the spiders. An important part of this game is like making the right play instead of the cute play. Like, this deck that I'm running is like a cute deck, right? It's got like a little gimmick that it tries to do. And the gimmick's effective. But yeah, sometimes you just have to be like, you know what? Ignore the gimmick. Like, you have to like do it right.
Mana
Or just like take an action to win the game. Let's see. Malone says, is there an example of recorded history by animals, like carvings or cave paintings? I don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised if there was. Certainly, I mean, like I said, animals seem to have an oral history. But,
Mana Surge.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. There might not be. We'd have to... that's all, like, spend some time checking in on primates. It's like, hey guys, did we discover that you're actually, like, make tick marks on things or something like that? Horseman says, yeah, you could say that animals don't make art, but we can't even define what it means for humans to make art. Even then, you kind of can't, because there are animals that do things like they will prepare a nest. It's like the male, like a male bird will yeah, where like a male bird will prepare a nest, but it's not just a nest, right? Like, it's got like an overstructure, and it has like, the bird goes out and finds like shiny things and colorful things and decorates it. And it's like, what else is that? It's like, it's part of their mating ritual, so you could say like, well, that's not art, that's part of their mating ritual. But it doesn't matter what, like, when it's art, it doesn't matter where it comes from, who did it, or what its origin is. Art is something that you recognize as art, right? Like, unfortunately, the definition of art is kind of like, whatever you think of art that art is, that's what it is. So it's like a bird that spends time decorating a nest, you know, going above and beyond, because you can say like, well, maybe a nest is art, but nests are the way they are to be structurally sound, right? But when you start doing things like making, like, when a bird starts like making aesthetic choices for its nest, it's like, that's art. No, my spiders. Malone says, I could see a primate using a tool not being too far away from Neanderthal men doing a stick figure depiction of, and then we fell the bear with many spears. Yep. Sigidillo says, early-ish night for me, folks. Keep up the mana surge. See you later, St. JW. Thanks for stopping by. Let's see. I guess I could do gold, since I have the Hellspawn now. Yeah, as long as I still have like one producer, I'm okay. Ooh, I can have 2 Hellspawns now. That very rarely happens. It's like I shouldn't make another Hellspawn. I should power up this guy, but now I am. Now I am doing the cute play instead of the right play. Okay. Well, they used an ability, so I still have access to this. Okay, let's eat a Hellspawn. Let's eat this poison. Bang! Aha! Seven damage to an enemy and disease them. Deal triple damage if they have a death mark. Ooh. This one has a death mark. I forgot about that synergy.
Mana surge.
Okay. Interesting. Charm a random enemy. If an enemy dies, gain 8 mana. There was no enemy available? Huh. That's weird. I'm not sure why that happened.
Mana surge.
Okay.
Mana surge.
Alright. Does that not work on beasts? I don't know what the deal is. Oh, wait. No, immunity to Hunter's Mark in 3 attack when an ally dies. Oh, well, he doesn't have these. 2 skill points to summon an ancient horror on death. I don't know. I don't know why that's not working. Maybe because it's random, it's targeting an area instead of the actual card. So it keeps targeting like this area or this area. Maybe that's what's happening. But it's hard to tell. That's weird. That makes it like actually not very good. Attack, 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 attack. You know what? It just died. It just keeled over and died. So I didn't even have to attack it. Ah, there we go. Defeated the king. The queen is dead and I have her amulet. Queen? Queen, king, it's unimportant. Who is this guy? But that's right. Rando, ninja, swamp ninja. You don't want to misgender people, okay? Figure out if it's a king or a queen. I said king. I know. I lied. I am not an assassin. Really? Come, let us escape and I will explain. This guy also keeps lying. And it's like, why are you lying? This guy is like the most, like the most docile person in the world. He'll just do whatever you say. No more lies, my friend. I will finally tell you the truth. Okay. I am a master thief. I have come in search of a prize. My patience? Oh! The Eyes of the Marsh Dragon, Venoxia, worth 1,000 emeralds. Really? The book, the amulet, the dagger, I need them all. I will explain as we go. Okay. Alright. Let's escape the Naga Palace. Adding the quote, the queen is dead and I have her amulet. Yep. That's good. That's a good quote. Another good quote would probably be, okay, Gems of War protagonist.
Mana Surge.
It's a deal. Okay.
Mana Surge.
They're really afraid of the cow, and they should be. Sacrificing the cow gives me a big boost. So I might just eat the cow now. Although it's pretty close to popping. Hard to tell. I got greedy. And they killed my cow. Now, I don't get to sacrifice it and I don't get to eat it, so...
Mana Surge.
That's my own fault. These guys do a lot of direct damage. Here we go. Oh, definitely blue.
Mana Surge. Mana Surge.
Okay. Now, is there anything? No. So let's eat the Spideys. Get a small boost to attack, but a significant boost to life. Funny enough, both MSP and my pickup for this week were Kaiju themed. You guys had Kaiju Max, and I got Volume 3 of a manga called Kaiju. Okay. Or, wait, the manga's called Kaiju number 8? Or is this like the 8th volume of a manga called Kaiju? Yeah, Kaiju Max is intense. I recommended it, but I didn't know how intense it was. I've only read, like, sporadic issues, and I was like, this is kind of cool. It's interesting. But, yeah, I might not have recommended it if I knew how, like, how hardcore it was. Because it's really not my thing. Let's see. Make a little hell spawn. Eat a little hell spawn. Yes, auto hit. More auto hits. That's right. That is the power of the beast. A power it rarely ever uses. Yeah, it's Kaiju number 8. Like the number like they number typhoons in Japan, not give them names. Okay. You guys know that it's like, yeah, in the West they name like large storms, like tropical storms, and then they get upgraded to hurricanes, but they have that name still. So they found out that storms with female names are more destructive, And of course, people were like, well, obviously, meh, meh, meh. But the reason why storms with female names are more destructive is because people underestimate storms with female names. Like they hear the storm's name and in their head they're like, oh well, Katrina, that's a lady storm. How bad could it be, right? So that's an interesting bit of bias that has definitely bit people in the butt before. Salas. Travel to Vinoxia's lair. Nobody approaches Vinoxia. Malone says no Gregorian calendar with saints' names for days you see. Sure. Horseman Man says gender is the most nuts thing anyone has ever invented. My God, yeah, it just keeps on. It's the gift that keeps on giving. Gender and gendered things are weird. I mean, I'm sure you're somewhat familiar with it. In Spanish, everything has a gender, right? There's no neutral gender in Spanish. So to this day, you know, a lot of people do this. Like a lot of people will see a dog, and they will automatically assume it's male. Like people used to misgender my old dog all the time because the immediate assumption is this dog is a boy, right? But in Spanish, it can be either, right? So I would see a dog and my first impression would be this dog is male because the word in Spanish for dog is male. But then I would see a squirrel and be like, my brain would be like, that squirrel is female, right? Because the word for squirrel is female. So it's something that I mean, it's not a big deal, but I've had to like realize that it's happening, right? Can we get, if we can't get a gold right now, I guess we have to attack.
Mana Surge.
Okay. Activate cow, hopefully. Yep. Let's do it. And then activate, oh.
Mana Surge.
Take that and then activate Hellspawn. So yeah, it's weird because, you know, squirrels are female, cats are male, cows are female, obviously. It's like obviously the ones that are specifically for gender, like cows and bulls. It's like obviously those match what they're supposed to be. But then you have stuff like eagle. Eagle falls into like a weird grammatical or like sort of oral thing where like in Spanish you're not allowed to use an article that sounds redundant. So águila is supposed to be female, but you would say el águila, so use the main one because la águila sounds bad and stupid. So in Spanish that's been done with, so it's like, are eagles male or female? Well, if you have a single eagle, it's male. If you have multiple eagles, they're female. Fun with language and gender.
Mana Surge.
I see it now. I should have done that. Malone says we don't have either of those in Finnish. Yeah. I know that there are languages that, you know, English has a neuter type of word, right? And that's actually that singular day or they. Leave my spiders alone.
Mana surge.
Bam! Got him. It's just one and no gendered words. We got plenty of other weird and hard to learn stuff, but no genders other than words meaning male or female. Yeah, so Spanish, everything's gendered. And not only that, but it's like everything's gendered, but their or his or hers, no, his, yeah, their, his, and hers are all the same word, right? To express like belonging, it's su. So in Spanish, you would say, esa es su mochila. That is his backpack, her backpack, or their backpack. It doesn't tell you anything. It's actually a neutral term. This is why Spanish speakers very often mess that up. Like native Spanish speakers who don't, whose English is, where English is not their first language, like they'll be like, that's hers when they're talking about a guy, right? It's like, that's her backpack. Because they're thinking of the backpack, which is female, not the owner, who is male, right? So it's like, yeah, if somebody was ever like, if you're a guy and someone was ever like, oh, that's her car or whatever, it's like they weren't like weirdly trying to misgender you. It's just that kind of doesn't exist in Spanish. So when you say it, you have to like remember to insert a gender into that. So weirdly, even though Spanish is all about gender, that aspect it's neutral, but English is not neutral. So you have to like make that conversion. So yeah, it's I mean it's interesting. The book, the amulet, the dagger, you have helped me find them. Okay. The book has guided us to Venoxia's lair. I see. The amulet of the queen can summon Venoxia. And this dagger, only a magical blade can pry out her eyes. Okay. I guess we're just gonna pry out the eyes of this dragon. Everybody's on board with this, I guess. Let me skip this for now. Is this the very last thing? I guess it is. Okay. Let's do it then. Rawr! Boy, I hope my team is up to the challenge. What, level 18? Yeah. Most of my guys are level 17. That should be okay. Okay. Are there any gold matches?
Mana surge.
Hornswoman says everyone except the dragon, presumably. Yeah, the dragon will have something to say about it. You're right. Ooh, that loaded up quick. Oh, then again, my cow's ready to go. The nice thing, too, is if I eat the cow, its depleted shields and life will only give me that much life and maybe shield. I don't know if devouring gives you the shields. But if the cow does its ability with sacrifices, it gives you like a flat number of things. Although the life is tied to the cow's magic ability. Thank you, magical cow.
Mana surge.
Okay, beast is ready to go. Take one of those out. What else? By the way, that noise that goes like that's the sound of an ability being procced. That's why it happens so often, and that's why at the beginning of the fight, everything like screams like that's the sound of like their abilities, like their start of like the stage abilities all activating. Uh-huh. Oh man, sure would be nice if I can wreck that dragon without it ever getting to its activated or its magic, or like its spell. I guess it's a spell.
Mana surge.
Uh, let's make a guy. Let's eat the guy. Come on, auto attack. Yeah. I'm happy with one. One auto attack is good. I mean, it's not as great if like it then makes the enemy get two of them, but still, it's pretty good. What else? Need. Let's see. Where am I at here?
Mana surge.
And
Mana surge.
let me make some bebe spiders. Whew.
Mana surge.
What else? Alright. Oh no, wow. Wow, how much damage does it do? 9 green and 9 blue gems, then deal 8 true damage to all enemies. Oof. Yeah, here I am like, oh, I hope that we get to do this before the dragon goes off, because the dragon going off is a big deal. Let's see if there's anything. No. But that's okay. The nice thing about this setup, this troop, I don't know what to call it. The good thing about this deck is that you can always replenish stuff, right? Obviously, the Hellspawn is not as powerful as the Beast. But it's also,
Mana surge.
you know, okay powerful. Like, powerful enough to, like, hit you with skulls.
Mana surge.
The other thing is that now I have no way of getting rid of critters to make more. So, oh, yes, please. Noxalis. Master of the Arena. Complete the world quest to unlock Arena. Okay. Ooh, and I went to level 54. No bonuses. Let's see. Nature Mastery or Earth Mastery? Let's get Earth Mastery to 10. Deal 18 damage to the first enemy. That's not bad. New title, Sneaky Sneaky. Another for my collection. Collection? Yes, I have many gems, though this is the most beautiful. So what next? Now, I think I will travel with you for a while. Why? Why? Why not? I quite enjoy having someone to lie to. As you wish. Humpty Dumpty Dum. What an absolute pushover. Yeah, I got Raven's card. Deal 5 damage to an enemy. If the enemy dies, gain 9 mana back and an extra turn. That's not bad. War coins are used to unlock war bands or purchase booster packs to upgrade them. Huh. That's new too. Let's open some chests. Got a summoner. Yeah, so we could sub this guy in, for example, for the book, because it actually takes whatchamacallit, because it actually takes red, so that would be something for us to get out of red mana. However, the book is level 17 now, right? So it's like leveling this guy all the way up so that it's like competing with it. And then possibly finding out that it's actually not as good as the book. Oh yeah, also the book has all of its traits open. So it's like, at this point, if I had just been making that troop, right? If I'd just been making that troop and I saw this and I saw the book, then this would probably be superior to the book. Also depending on what a Bone Demon does, because I don't remember off the top of my head. But right now, like, the book is just, because I've sunk so many resources onto it, getting it to catch up would be very difficult. Alright. Let's see. Let me look at my other troops. This was the very first one that I kind of got to work. It's a weird one. Oh, this is that version of that Beast Burger but with the hyena. This is another one that works okay because what Sloth does is it steals mana from everybody else and it turns it into life. So it becomes like its butt just becomes huge. And so enemies that rely on like bones, on like skull damage, just keep smashing into Sloth. And Sloth can tank it because every time its thing goes off, all mana that has been collected and not spent just becomes its life. So it's not as like good of a like, it's not as effective of a deck as the Beast, because the Beast, every time the Beast does its thing, its power goes up as well, whereas Sloth, it doesn't. And Sloth has like really dinky power. It's like 9. So you gotta like plink, 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 or use other abilities. Like Luther powers up his allies. The Soothsayer gives 1 to all skills to all other allies. So it's all of these other guys. Yeah, 7 armor and barrier them. So the Priestess can also barrier Sloth. And then Luther and the Soothsayer raise its attack little by little. Yeah. All right. Well, rather than get started on something else, I think we'll just wrap up around here. Let me get my... Here we go. So, thank you for joining me for a Gems of War play. It's good times. It's a game that I like a lot. It's a game that rewards you for playing more of it, or for like always logging in. But I go through phases where I just like I'll log in every day and try to keep up with the thing and spend the rewards that I get, and then at some point I'm just like, eh, I don't want to keep playing this. So I leave it alone for a while, but I can always come back to it. And a lot of the time when I come back to it, they've changed things. So I guess that keeps it interesting as well. There's never been a time when I show up and like there's a change and I'm like, oh, this is a bad change. Like usually it's just different, and sometimes they undo them anyway. So yeah. Let's see. We did talk today about Beacon RPG. If you're watching this, within a few days of when it came out, you can probably still go to the Kickstarter. So look for Beacon, Beacon RPG on Kickstarter, and you can still pledge there. I'm a stretch goal. We've already met the stretch goal. But you know how Kickstarter is. If you chip in X amount, you'll get stuff. So that's nice. Horse 19 says, "Ah, yes, the healthy relationship to video game dailies. Yeah, it's not great, but I'm not so susceptible to it that I can't stop. I just need to get like interested in something else, and then I'll just naturally be like, meh, whatever." Also, like I said, I've never spent money on it. I would kind of be willing to spend money on it if I found something on it that I really wanted. Again, it's like on the one hand, it's like they're always like, give me money, give me money, give me money, and that's annoying. But on the other hand, Gems of War is a game that I actually enjoy and that I've played and that is like fun. So I'd be willing to give them some money. Anyway, yeah, we'll call it good here. Thank you guys for joining us. If you're watching this on Lopez Family Variety Channel, don't forget to like and subscribe, and ring that bell so that you always know when we're coming in. If you're not watching this, or if YouTube randomly recommended this to you, or you're watching it on Twitch, make sure to go to Lopez Family Variety Channel and subscribe so that you can see these all the time. And the best part about subscribing with Lopez to Lopez Family Variety Channel is that even though it's a very long name, once you're subscribed and you just rung that bell, you don't ever need to worry about it again. It'll just show up on your feed. So there you go. One bonus thing for all of this. All right. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you guys coming in and hanging out. And I will see you. I'll see you here next Wednesday. But, there's podcasts and stuff, so I'm sure I'll see you around. Bye.